Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are enjoying the good health. I'm Sudha Hushid, and in this video, I will give you some schemes to detect the elements in the organic compound. So, how can we detect carbon and hydrogen in organic compounds? Just heat the organic compound with copper oxide, leading to the oxidation of carbon and hydrogen. Here, in the chemical reaction, you people see that this carbon is converted into carbon dioxide by oxidation. And this carbon dioxide, when passes through lime water, it turns lime water milky. So carbon dioxide turns lime water milky. This is the conformation. If it turns if we say that lime water is milky, it means there is carbon dioxide in it, and this will confirm the presence of carbon in the organic compound. And how hydrogen is detected. This hydrogen is converted or is oxidized to water, and this water changes the color of copper sulfate from white to blue. Anhydrous means without water, hydrous means with water. So if the color changes from white to blue, it means water is present. That confirms the hydrogen atom in organic compounds. Now, Lezine test, that is basically used to detect nitrogen, sulfur, and hydrogen in organic compound. The important is that sodium metal is used for the Lezine test. Now, this is the protocol of Lezine test. What is that? Melt small piece of sodium metal in fusion tube, then add small amount of organic compound in it and heat the tube till the bottom gets red hot, and break the fusion tube in a china dish containing 20 centimeter cube of distilled water, and mix, boil it, then filter the solution. Why filtration is important? Because in the china dish, the pieces of fusion tube are also present. So filter the solution, and the filtrate that comes from through filtration is called as Lezine solution or sodium extract. As we have to detect nitrogen, sulfur, and hydrogen. So we have to divide the extract into three portions: one for nitrogen detection, one for sulfur detection, and one for halogen detection. And these are basically the chemical reaction that is proceeded when metal react with sulfur, when it reacts with nitrogen, when it reacts with halogens. So first of all, nitrogen test. How nitrogen is detected? This is a scheme. To one portion of Lezine filtrate or extract, few drops of sodium hydroxide is added to make it alkaline. Then add freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution, and then solution is boiled and few drops of ferric chloride solution and HCl are added to it. So as a result, blue or greenish precipitates appear. That confirms the presence of nitrogen. And if there is a exception, that if instead of Prussian blue we get the blood red precipitates, then it confirms that in addition to nitrogen, sulfur is also present in that very compound. Now, for sulfur detection, second portion of extract is acidified with acetic acid and boiled to expel hydrogen gas, and this hydrogen gas turns lead paper black, indicating the presence of sulfur. This is the for a chemical reaction that shows that the lead paper turns black due to the formation of lead sulfide, and this indicates the presence of sulfur in the compound. Halogen test. Third portion of Lezine solution is boiled with nitric acid. First of all, it is boiled with nitric acid so that any cyanide disulfide ion is removed, and then add silver nitrate solution in it. Formation of precipitates and their color shows the presence of halogens. For example, white precipitate, these are that are soluble in ammonium hydroxide, shows the presence of chlorine. A pale yellow precipitate, partially soluble ammonium hydroxide, shows the presence of bromine, and deep yellow precipitate shows the presence of iodine in them. Now, how can you detect oxygen? There is no direct method for the detection of oxygen, but it can be inferred by indirect methods. These are few indirect methods. Number one is the substance is heated alone in a dry test tube, preferably in an atmosphere of nitrogen. Dry test tube means no water in it, no moisture in it. So then formation of droplets of water on cooler parts of the tube. obviously shows the presence of oxygen. Obviously, you are taking the test tube and heat it from the bottom. The top of the test tube is cooler as compared to the bottom. So, appearance of droplets of water there shows the presence of oxygen. Second method is to test the presence of various oxygen containing groups. If oxygen containing groups are detected, then it is confirmed that they have oxygen in them. For example, hydroxyl, if hydroxyl group, carboxylaldehyde group is detected, it means oxygen is present in it. And the show test for oxygen depends on determination of percentages of all other elements present in a compound. If some of these percentages fall short of 100, the remainder gives a percentage of oxygen. For example, we have taken the percentages of hydrogen and carbon and so on and so forth. And when we take the sum of these percentages, it comes out to be 98. There is a deficit of 2%. So 2% deficit shows the presence of oxygen, that it must be oxygen that covers the 2% and gives the sum of 100. Now, how phosphorus and metal is detected in organic compounds. For the reduction of phosphorus, solid substance is heated in with oxidizing agents and use concentrated nitric acid as an oxidizing agent or the mixture of sodium carbonate and potassium nitrate. What happened to the compound? Phosphorus present in substance has oxidized to phosphate, and the residue is extracted with water, boiled with some nitric acid, and then hot solution of ammonium molybdate is added to it in excess. If the yellow precipitation occurs, that indicates the presence of phosphorus. And how metal is detected? As you people know that organic compound is volatile. The volatile entities of the compound combust upon heating, and substance is strongly heated in crucible, preferably platinum, till all reaction ceases. As ceases mean all volatile compounds removed from that very crucible. So incombustible residue that remains indicates the presence of matter. The residue is extracted to dilute acid, and solution is tested for the metallic radical by usual scheme employed for inorganic solid, like flame test is applied to detect the metal cations. That is all about the different schemes that are used for detection of different elements present in organic compound. Hope you'll get an idea of these schemes. So, Allah Hafiz and have a blessed life.